Chariots, welcome back to my channel. Okay, here it is. I'm doing a reading today in honor of the Lion's Gate portal, which will occur on 8/8, okay, August 8th. So before I get started and talk about the reading, I feel like I need to address the energy of kindness today. I think for most of you that watches tarot readings and different tarot readers, you are all aware that we all have our different styles, and we interpret the cards and the reading through our own intuition. So that is why for almost every reading or video I produce, I always mention that if a reading doesn't resonate with you, it's perfectly fine. It just means the reading is not for you, and that you can move on and look for a tarot reader where your energy might connect better. What I can't tolerate is cruelty and being mean for no reason. So if something doesn't resonate with you in this channel, if you can't say anything nice, I'm advising you to not say anything at all. I really work hard and strive to make this channel a safe and positive place, so everyone is welcome at this table of mine who is kind and open and willing to hear the reading. If it does not resonate with you, that's totally fine. And even if you don't agree with some things and you're free to make those comments, that's fine too, as long as you are doing it with grace and compassion. I will not tolerate negativity or being mean or vain just so you can push your pain and have that energy surround others. I will delete and hide you from the channel if that's something that you are going to continuously do, and I see. So I'm sorry for those of you that do not need to hear that, but I feel that as my channel is growing, the time has come where I do have to make those statements. But other than that, yes, I welcome all my new viewers. Everybody is welcome here. I love the positive energy exchange that everyone has to offer when they do leave comments. And I'm thankful for all of you that take the time to be here to support me and watch what I produce. All right. So with that being said, let's move on. Okay, let's move on to the Lion's Gate portal. What is this? What is this portal that everyone in astrology seems to talk about? All right. Well, every year on 8/8, it's the time when the sun and the star Sirius have an auspicious alignment, all right, that usually outputs a beautiful magical energy, all right. And then for 2021 on top of it, we have a new moon in Leo on that day as well. So now we're adding to that abundance, okay? With new moons, if you ever read, it's always a good time for setting new intentions. So the number 8 itself is all about infinite potential, this unlimited abundance and potential. So now is the time to let go of those limiting beliefs that we sometimes carry with us, and to embrace in those infinite possibilities, okay? It's the time that we can embrace in the unexpected, that we can go with the flow, all right? That we can stay open and let our passion and creativity shine. That's what Leo is all about. It is fire energy, and it's filled with passion and warmth, all right? It's a time to feel spiritual if you want to. What it's not a time to do is to doubt the universe, or to be afraid of success, or to have fear in believing in the impossible. All right. So that's what the Lion's Gate portal is about. It's about this portal that opens up when the Sun and Sirius are in alignment with each other, causing this time period for you to be able to go through transformation, to be able to do things to better yourself. All right. On my community page, what I did mention is these energies start activating around the 26th of July, and the portal opens on 8/8 and is open until the 12th. So during that time, it is important to mention for empaths, for people who are really strong into picking up energy, it is also a sensitive time. So that's why I wanted to mention, if you have any feelings of a low vibration, of a low density, if you're feeling fatigued, if your energy feels drained, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling just not yourself and you're not sure what's going on, this is the time where, in order for this experience to happen, people that are very sensitive to energy, they can feel these changes, and this is where you can reflect and release and let go and purge some of those things that are coming up to the surface that maybe you haven't dealt with in a while, or that you've pushed aside. All right, it's times to make new intentions and release all that fear and doubt and worry that you may have been carrying with you. All right. So with that being said, this pick a card reading based on the Lion Gates portal, what I'm going to be doing is asking, we're going to take a look, we're going to pick an oracle card, we're going to see what it is that you need to surrender at this time, something that you need to reflect on. And then, since we have that new moon coming up, what you should focus on, all right, what you need to know, what you should set your intentions for. Okay, so this is strictly about you today, my chariots, not about your person. All right, we are looking at ourselves and seeing what we can strengthen, what we can create, and what we can make shine in regards to ourselves, since this is a very special time, especially with the new moon landing right on the same day as the portal opening. So I do have 3 piles today. And of course, they are all from my oracle card decks that represent the lion. Okay, and with that is the crystal smoky quartz, which is a lovely crystal for grounding yourself and removing negative energy. So for pile 1, this is from the Spirit of the Animal deck, and this is the lion picture from that deck. Okay, and with that is this small little piece of smoky quartz, and what I can tell you is this was one of the first crystals that I purchased, and it's still special to me. It's small, but I love this color. I love the smoky brown. And pile 2, you have, this is from, I'm sorry, hold on one second. This is Spirit of the Animal Oracle. All right, so the first one was Spirit Animal from Colette Baron Reed, and this is Spirit Animal of the Oracle. All right, so this is your card here, the lion, the lioness. And you have this beautiful raw cluster of smoky quartz. Actually has some like almost like rust reddish colors here going through it. And then lastly, from the White Light Oracle, we have this line here. It's even called Ishtar's Lion's Gate 888. All right. And this is your card. All right. And with that, you have the smoky quartz, the round sphere. Okay. So my chariots, do what you need to do. Pause the video if you have to pick your pile. If more than one pile, if you're drawn to more than one, you know that that might be messages in the other piles for you to hear. And again, if none of these resonate, if my energy doesn't resonate with you, okay, if the reading doesn't resonate with you, if you don't like the way I interpret or how my intuition is, that's fine. You can kindly back out and move along and check out the other amazing, beautiful tarot readers that are out there. So let's get started, and I will see you at your pile. All right, pile one, you picked this beautiful picture of this lion here who looks so strong with the beautiful green in the background. All right, from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed, and this beautiful piece of smoky quartz that certainly has been tumbled compared to my other one that I have that is definitely more raw. All right, so we will put this over here, and we want to see what's in store for this Lion's Gate for you, pile one. I want to pull a card. These are the Power of the Surrender cards, and I'm going to ask Spirit, you know, what it is that you need to surrender. All right, what is it that you need to release? And then we can focus by using tarot on what it is that you need to know. So, you know, what intentions maybe you want to work on, that you want to set for yourself during this deep energy transformation time that is going on while this portal is open. Okay, so let's see, do I want to take one or two cards from this deck? I'll take two. All right, so let's take two. This is for pile one, Spirit, and we are asking for pile one, during this Lion's Gate portal, what is it that pile one needs to release? What is it that they need to surrender? What is it that they need to let go of? Wow. And one flew out, so I'm going to keep it. And then let me grab another. Okay. So pile one, what is coming up for you? The first one that flew out on its own. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen. Then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So whatever is going on in your life right now, pile one, the way you handle certain situations, Spirit is asking you to surrender to really control. All right, surrender that need to trying to control the way an outcome happens. All right, and I know we all do this from time to time. But they are saying here, and I'm repeating it, holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So holding on to something too tightly can definitely ruin that experience of manifestation for you. Your other card is surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So again, this is to me also that feeling of being connected to control, you know, your need to always be right in the situation, you know, and this type of energy is what can sabotage the results, your outcome around you. Okay, I feel like, and you chose this card, and it has here, be generous of spirit, and I'm just kind of focused on that, being generous. I feel that you need to be more generous in just allowing things to be. I really feel that is what you need to focus on during this period of reflection for yourself and during this time. So with that being said, now I'm going to draw some tarot cards and see if we can focus, if we can get any more clarity when it comes to what you need to surrender, and what you should focus on, so that you can make some beautiful new intentions that you can set for yourself on August 8th, when we have this new moon in Leo. Okay? So for pile 1, please, Spirit. What does pile 1 need to know right now? What do they need to focus on at this moment while they release their attachment to outcomes, while they release their need for always being right? What is the main message that you want them to hear at this time? Wow. First card out for you, pile 1, is number 13, transformation. And I am using an animal card deck today, so maybe some of these animals are symbols for you. But your first card out is transformation. It looks like a fly. It could be a moth, though. But anyway, the first card out here is transformation. This is the key words here: transition and liberation. Your second card is the King of Crystals. Now, the King of Crystals is the King of Pentacles. So here we have courage and commitment. All right, so this is a tiger that we have coming through here. And then the third card is the owl, which is the moon itself. All right, imagination and perception. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Feathers, which is a bat. And this is about perception and truth. So, what do you need to know right now? I really feel that Spirit wants you to know that you should really concentrate on releasing certain fears that you carry within you in order to move forward. All right. So overall, I'm seeing the words of transition, liberation, courage, commitment, imagination, perception, again, perception and truth. I feel that with these two cards, surrendering to your attachment to results and to always being right, that shows me how much fear that you are carrying within inside of you. And this fear is preventing you from being your true, authentic self. Okay? And I'm not going to get into specific scenarios, okay, in regards to love and your person. This is all about you and just how you handle yourself in general. All right? There seems to be a lot of fear in the way there seems to be a lot of fear in the way you want to move forward when it comes to certain situations. And because of that, that is holding you back. All right? We definitely have the Death card here. So this is a clear sign. This is a clear sign that you are in the middle of a beautiful transformation. But with that rebirth, you need to make room, all right? So this is showing that there's some things that need to be let go of in order to make room, whether it's outdated thinking, whether it's old patterns, okay, or habits that you've developed along the way. Maybe you keep picking the same type of partner over and over. Maybe you keep ending up in a job where you don't feel that you're commended for the commitment that you have put in, all right? Maybe you feel like your friends are not always there for you all the time. Whatever the situations or the scenarios are for you, all right? I'm feeling that it's a lot to do with the fear that you carry inside of yourself that's preventing you from being who it is that you really want to be. And those fears, it's very strong here with this Moon card, okay? Very strong. The Moon is all about secrets. It's about the unconscious, the unknown, the fear of the unknown. And that's what I feel from these cards, that you keep to yourself, all right? That you do not express this enough in a true, authentic way. And it could be because, look, we do have the King of Pentacles here. So maybe you do feel like you have a lot of responsibility, that you have a lot of commitments, okay? That you have a lot on your plate right now, that you are committed to a family or children or a partner or parents or something that you feel takes up, you're committed. That's what the King of Pentacles is all about. So you're providing stability and security to others. But while doing that, you're not really providing that enough for yourself. Okay? So I feel like this is a time for setting intentions for you to be more open, all right, to be more accepting of who you want to be, and to allow yourself that freedom to loosen the grip of where you feel you have to control everything, all right, and let things flow and just trust in the universe, okay? We have the Queen of Swords here, so there is perception, there is truth, okay? But look, we also have here the Wheel, All right, the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about change, but it's all about possibilities, infinite possibilities. And that's what the number 8 is about. We're talking about the Lion's Gate portal. 8, it looks like an infinity symbol when it's laying sideways. So that is that infinite energy, infinite cycles that keeps going, and just believing in yourself, in the infinite possibilities that can exist for you. So I really believe your message here is about letting go of this control, releasing this fear, because that's what it is. You know, all our choices are either based on love or fear. And for this reading, pile 1, what is coming through is we need you to release that fear, all right? The fear that you carry within yourself that you do not talk about, you need to release that and be open and generous to the possibilities that can await you. So when it comes to setting new intentions, that is what I really think you should reflect on during this time, okay? And for closing out the reading, I am going to pick 2 oracle cards from the self-care deck, all right? And these are going to just, I wanted to use this deck because I think it's a great deck to give examples of what you can do during this time, especially if your energy is all over the place. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you feel like you're going through a roller coaster right now of emotion, trust me, I understand. I have felt this way for the last week or so, so it's very difficult for me, especially when I'm trying to do readings. So I understand. So that's why I thought this would be a great deck to give you some ideas on how you can take care of yourself during this time. Okay? So for pile 1, Spirit, what advice, what is the best self-care that pile 1 can do right now during this amazing portal that is occurring? Okay, so I picked 3. We're going to go with 3. All right, so you need to pile 1. Look, abundance planning. All right, so be open to all the infinite possibilities that I was talking to. Be open to receiving and letting that abundance flow within you, okay? Manifest it, dream big. Now is the time to dream big. Look at this, also card number 2. So you got 1 and number 2. That's very interesting. Alone time. Spend some time alone, okay? As hard as it can be, even if you have to lock yourself in the bathroom for 5 minutes, to sit there and just breathe. Spend some time alone. And lastly, wow, sync with the moon, all right? And we have that new moon coming. It is coming on the 8th. It's time to sync with the moon. If you never have before, and you know, it was years before I did this, it's just like within the last 2 years that I really opened myself to going out at night and looking up at the moon and just gazing at it and appreciating her energy. It's funny the things that you can take for granted that are around you when they're right here in front of you every day. And for me, that definitely was one of them. So sync with the moon, all right? The moon goes through different cycles. It's beautiful to go out and just look at the different cycles that the moon is in, all right? So pile 1, that is your reading that I have for you today regarding the Lion's Gate portal. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again at the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 2. You picked this beautiful card here by Spirit of the Animal Oracle card deck, which actually is showing the lion and the lioness for your reading, and this beautiful raw piece of smoky quartz that I have here. Okay, so this is going to be your reading. We are dedicating this in regards to the Lionsgate portal that is occurring on 8/8. And what I'm doing is, this is the time to see what can we release, what can we surrender, what can we let go of, and then what can we concentrate and focus on for new intentions. All right, this is a beautiful time to dream big. It's a beautiful time with the new moon also occurring on 8/8, new moon in Leo, to shine that creativity, shine those passions, and manifest what it is that you want to manifest, okay? While shedding some of that fear and doubt and worry and whatever else is coming up for you specifically at this time. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 2 cards, okay, from the Power of the Surrender Oracle card deck, so we can see what exactly it is that you need to release. What is it that you need to surrender at this time? Because then we can look at the tarot cards and see what it is that you can focus on, what the messages are that you need to know so that you can move forward and set some new intentions for yourself, okay? So with that being said, I'm just clearing the energy here in between, and we are going to ask Spirit what it is for pile 2, please, in regards to the Lionsgate portal on 8/8, what it is that they need to surrender at this time. What do they need to think about letting go of? What do they need to surrender? And I'm not really going to get into specific scenarios unless the cards say something specific, but this is just guidance for you to use in your life in general, all right, for your environment right now, and just currently in regards to what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, what your current situation could be in anything, okay? So for pile 2, please, Spirit, what do they need to surrender? All right, so we have 2 cards. Let's see. Surrender your desire to control people. Interesting. And surrender defensiveness. So there's definitely, I feel like, when it comes to the collective energy, for all of you that are actually tuning into this reading, if I go back to pile 1, their 2 cards really had to do with control as well. So I really feel, and here I'm focused, I'm kind of zoned in on this card here. It talks about higher calling, that there's a higher calling for you, that something is definitely, pile 2, going on bigger for you than you realize. And I think because of that, it's learning to surrender control, because when you hold on too tightly, you end up sabotaging what it is that you truly want. All right, when you hold on too tight, you don't let things flow freely, and because of that, it can actually sabotage what you are looking for in the end. So let's see here. Surrender your desire to control people. All right, so there's the picture right there. Being over controlling, oh my goodness, can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Okay. And then here, surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, and then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So if this is resonating for you, this is Spirit's way of, it's all about the way you handle your current relationships, pile 2. And that doesn't just mean romantic relationships. This is every day in life, how you deal with all people that are around you, whether it's friends, whether it's family, colleagues, co-workers, strangers on the street that you run into, romantic partners, okay? It's all about your feeling and the need to control those people that are around you, all right? And defensiveness is also a sign of, not a control, because you're not giving people the chance, you are not giving people the ability to react, to express their emotions, their feelings, the way that they want to as well. And when people feel that they are being controlled, the first thing people want to do is back away. All right? They want to back off. They want to run away. So your guidance, your message, I think your main message for this special time, what you need to focus on is releasing that need to how other people react to the way you want them to when it comes to certain situations. So now I'm going to pull some tarot cards. I'm using the Spirit Song Tarot deck today. And what I'm asking Spirit is, what are the main messages that pile 2 needs to hear during this Lion's Gate portal? What is it that they need to reflect on? What is it that they need to set new intentions for? What do they need to know right now that will help them? Okay. Especially when it comes to letting go the desire to control people and the feeling of being defensive all the time. So we just had the Knight of Crystals fall out. That is the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Shells, which is the Knight of Cups. And wow, 3 knights. That is amazing, pile 2. You have 3 knights that just came across. Now we have the Knight of Acorns, which is the Knight of Wands. On the bottom of the deck, the Chariot is here. All right, the Chariot is here. So what am I feeling when it comes to this reading for you, pile 2? What is your main message? Well, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Chariot, okay? There's definitely, to me, a higher calling that's coming through for you, as we see with this number 7, the Chariot, which is all about discipline, and it's about determination. This is the card about movement, the power of moving forward, okay? But it's also the number 7 card, which in tarot, that is all about that spiritual connection, that higher calling that we see here on this card. So this is all about movement and determination for you. What I'm definitely keying in on is I see the word determination twice. It's showing up here in the Chariot, and it's showing up in the Knight of Crystals as well. Your keywords are endurance, determination, charm, passion, action, and drive. And when I listen to all of them, that really does a beautiful job of explaining the Leo energy that we're in right now, all right? Because Leo energy is that fire energy. It is spiritual. It is about endurance and determination and taking action, and it's about drive, okay? And with the Knight of Cups here, it's all about showing that passion as well, that warmth, that charm. What I'm hearing, what I'm feeling is that you need to concentrate more on that endurance and that passion and that determination that you have in yourself than you do in the way other people react to whatever it is that you need them to react to. So you're being asked to let go here clearly of control because of how it sabotages your current relationships, your past relationships that you've had with other people. And again, it doesn't matter with who. It could be teachers. It could be your siblings. It could be friends. It could be, family such as cousins and aunts and uncles. Yes, it could be your love partners as well, okay, showing why some of your past relationships did not work, or why maybe one that you're currently involved in is not working. Because you're spending more time on how other people are reacting, and you're spending more time on not letting someone express themselves in the way that they need to, instead of taking that energy and focusing it on yourself and concentrating on you having determination and passion for how a situation resolves, how an outcome occurs, instead of constantly worrying what other people how they think and how they act. All right. So this is a definite reflection, okay, that is coming back to you. The one thing about the Knights, which I feel is so important, since your 3 cards are Knights, every one of them carries the energy of action. All right. And it's just presented in different ways. But every single one of them has the action and the determination to want to move something along and to move it forward. And we have that here with the Chariot. Okay. We have that here with the Chariot. So I believe that your main message for this reading, pile 2, is to really focus on trying to let go of your past behaviors, all right? And reclaim this higher calling that you have within you, okay? And I feel that if you do that, you will be much more successful and content in the relationships that you have, all right? You will feel much more at ease, okay? And that by approaching your relationships in that aspect you're doing it in a more noble way that the people around you respect you, and like the lion, give you that regal and royalty that you're looking for. Okay? So that's the message that I'm getting for you when it comes to setting intentions. I really think you should reflect, and you should think about how your action and your determination are, how you can make that a precedence for yourself, how you can set that as an intention, as a priority, instead of worrying about how other people are acting, what their action is, all right? And being so defensive when they do react in a way that you do not like, okay? That should be your intention. I feel like that is the main message here. I think it is so strong right now that you have 3 knights sitting on this table right in front of me. 3 knights with the overall energy being the Chariot. It's clear to me that you need to move forward in a completely different way than the way that you have been treating your relationships with people. Okay? So that is the message that I see for you when it comes to this reading. And I am going to pick 3 cards from this self-care oracle card deck, because I believe this is a great deck to use right now. These are some ways that you can reflect on yourself during this manifestation, during this open portal of this energy. And also it'll give you some ideas. I did mention to pile 1, you know, and in the beginning of this reading, that your energies can be all over the place at this time. This is definitely a time where there's magic and infinite possibilities, but also with that, for people that are empaths and people that are very sensitive to energy, it can be very tumultuous. It can be a roller coaster of emotions for you. You can be fatigued, you can be tired, and you just don't feel like yourself. So I'm going to pull 3 cards to see what you need to focus on during this time when it comes to you. For pile 2, please, Spirit. What is it that is the best advice for them right now for this portal? All right. Building strength. All right. So first up is all about building strength. Now, obviously, this person is depicted that they're working out. So this could just be a sign of, hey, take some time to hit the gym. All right. Pour some of this, when you're feeling defensive, when you're feeling like you're over controlling, maybe you need to hit the gym, okay? And do some cardio or lift some weights to kind of release some of that tension, some of that feeling, all right, some of that burden that you're feeling. But it could just also be about building inner strength within yourself as well. And look at this, drink tea, all right? Drink tea. Tea is very calming and soothing. So I think this is the perfect opportunity, if by chance you are feeling out of sorts, to take some time and sip some tea. There's many flavors out there, so be open to all the different ones that exist. But many times when I am feeling like I need a timeout for myself, I make a cup of tea. And then lastly, family. So this is showing me, you know, and we have this card here that has more than one lion. You know, I feel that this is Spirit's way of, you know, focus some time on family. And that, you know, that means however family is defined for you, you can just really need your soul tribe at this time, okay? If it's not your immediate family around you, it just means to spend some time with those people that you really love. All right, so pile 2, that was your reading for the Lionsgate portal. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated in some way, and I will see you again at the next reading. Bye. Okay, pile 3, you picked this beautiful card by the White Light Oracle. I love this deck. I mean, the pictures in this Oracle deck are just absolutely stunning, and I think this is such a great depiction of the lion. And I love how this is actually called Ishtar's Lion Gate 888. So this is your card, along with the beautiful sphere, the smoky quartz sphere. All right, I love sphere crystals. I'm always planning to buy more. It's always on my list. But I am going to set your crystal over here, hoping it doesn't roll away, so we can get started with this reading. All right, and as I mentioned before, this reading is in honor of the Lionsgate portal that's going to occur on 8/8. So what I am going to do is we are going to draw some oracle cards, and we are going to take a look at what it is that you need to surrender at this time, because during this time of this portal, these energies, this alignment that's going on, it is a great time to surrender and let go of things that no longer serve you. And it is also a great time to set new intentions, because on top of the portal, we have a new moon in Leo on the same day. So it's almost like this double dose, this burst of energy when it comes to this period of time, this transformation. Astrologists have been all over this portal for years and years and years, so they are well on top of it. And it's just, I think, extra special for 2021 only because of the new moon in Leo falling on the same day the portal opens. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to pull 2 cards from the Power of Surrender Oracle card deck. I'm going to ask Spirit and see what it is that you need to surrender at this time. And then we'll get into tarot, and I'm going to see what it is you need to know right now. What messages do you need to hear as far as what you need to focus on, you know, so that you can set some beautiful new intentions coming up on the 8th. All right. So let me just ask Spirit. This is for pile 3, please. What does pile 3 need to surrender at this time during this Lionsgate portal, please? What does pile 3 need to surrender? What do they need to release and let go of at this time? So let's see what we have. Surrender your need to always being right. This showed up for pile 1. There's definitely a collective energy that is watching this reading that I am tapping into. And then Surrender your fear of intimacy. Okay, so this one's a special one, all right, in regards to love. I wasn't doing specific scenarios, but we will take a look here since both of these cards are in regards to a couple, all right? So let me just read to you for surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. Okay, and then surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So with that being said, I feel that there have been times, pile 3, that your stubbornness has sometimes gotten in the way of allowing yourself to open your heart. And for whatever the past situations have occurred, there can be many different ones depending on who's watching this. But I'm obviously getting this feeling that this is someone that I feel has had to take care of themselves, okay, along the way. And because of that, you know, there's this need to be independent. I feel that this person was not able to, not able to count on their caretakers for allowing them to be emotional when they have needed. So pile 3, if you are struggling with really becoming intimate with someone because you can't seem to let your guard down, that you constantly have walls built, that you don't want to be open and vulnerable for fear of how that might leave you, how you may feel. And because of that, there's this need, right? There's this need to feel that you are protecting yourself, that you're the one that has to protect yourself when it comes to the different relationships in your life. And so because of that, you don't always give people the chance. You are stubborn and you feel that your way is always the right way. Okay? So with these 2 cards, Spirit is definitely saying that you need to release this fear. And I feel that this need to be right and your fear of intimacy is all based literally on the word fear. And there's fear here because of whatever it is that you've experienced in the past. So we are here at this portal. There's this time for you to open yourself up, to open your heart, and to let these, you know, walls come down, and to finally, you know, give someone, whoever it is, a chance, and by letting them in, okay? What I'm picking up on for this reading, pile 3, is this is someone I'm reading for who is just scared to love. That's the feeling that I'm getting. They've just, for whatever reasons, rejection, abandonment, issues growing up as a child that have prevented you from being able to completely trust someone, especially if you know that person is trustworthy. So with that, now I'm going to look in with tarot and ask Spirit, what does this person, pile 3, what does pile 3, I'm sorry I'm saying this person, but I mean you, pile 3, what does pile 3 need to know right now the most? What are the main messages for them so that they can create some new intentions during this portal that will help them to open their heart, that will help them to improve their relationships, and that will help them to release patterns of shutting people out that are no longer necessary. Okay. We have strength. We have the 9 of Wands. Wow. We have the King of Wands. All right. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Wands. So, wow, definitely, definitely. And I just want you to listen. Each of these cards have keywords, all right, that are listed on them. And for you, we have courage, endurance, power, perseverance, optimism, innovation, determination, and stamina. So pile 3, what I'm really feeling that Spirit is trying to tell you, what I'm really feeling that you need to hear at this time, is really what I said from the beginning. It's all about surrendering fear. All right, taking this strength. All right, we have the strength card here. All right, and look at that elephant. All right, so this is the card about courage and endurance, and it's about being bold. The strength card, card number 8, you got, and this is Leo. All right, this is Leo. We are in Leo, and this is the Lionsgate portal that we're in, and you got the Leo card. All right, so for you, this is all about letting those walls come down, getting the courage, getting the boldness, having that endurance to let this happen so that you can enjoy your relationships the way you truly want to. We also have the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Wands here. The 9 of Wands is about power and perseverance. This is the wounded warrior. This is about not giving up. This, to me, is a message that you need to hear, that you can have the love that you want, the love that you feel inside that you do not think you are worthy of. You can have if you just break down these walls. All right. And then we have the King of Wands here. This unicorn. Or is this more like, is this a horse? This could be I think it's a horse, the King of Wands. Because it's about freedom. All right. It's about optimism and innovation. What is the King of Wands all about? The King of Wands is so inspiring, and they are passionate. They are hungry. They are driven. So to me, pile 3, you are hungry. You are driven for this type of love that I feel that you have pushed down and pushed away because you believe, for whatever reasons, it can't exist with you. All right. And because of that, you have been living in this fear of intimacy and protecting yourself by feeling like you always need to be right. All right. So that you don't have to face this type of love that you're looking for. All right. This type of relationship that you're looking for, that you want to have with the people that are around you, that are near you. Okay. It's possible. All right. But the overall energy is the 7 of Wands here, the stamina and the determination. The 7 of Wands is always that person that has blocks up, that has their guard up. They don't want to let that guard down for fear of how they will feel. So I really believe that your message here today, pile 3, is all about fear. So when it comes to setting new intentions, all right, and we have the 7 of Cups and the 10 of Swords, all right, behind it, which is clarifying, you know, there could have been choices that you made in the past that has caused pain, that has caused heartache, that has caused sadness and a deep regret. But going forward, you know, you don't have to move into each relationship that you have with other people in the same way. All right. You just need to break out of this habit of keeping that guard up and just be open. All right. Because as I said in the beginning, when it comes to the Lion's Gate, the portal, this is the time not to doubt the universe. This is not the time to carry that fear ahead. You need to be open to realizing that you can have these dreams, that you can have this love that it is that you've buried deep within you. It's here. You just got to believe in yourself. You have to remain optimistic. All right. But with this 8 card here, 8, infinite possibilities, infinite connections, infinite bond. It's here, all right? It's available for you. You just have to believe in it, okay? So that is the strong message that I'm getting for you. So you need to set those intentions, set new intentions to be open and not to be scared, and that you are open to the possibility of really having this unconditional love that you are looking for. So to close out the reading, pile 3, I'm pulling cards from this oracle deck called Self-Care, because this is what you can reflect on. This is what you can do for yourself at this time. All right, especially if your emotions are a roller coaster right now. I told the other piles that this definitely for me has been such a tumultuous time when it comes to energy and emotions and definitely, definitely you need to take some time for yourself. All right. And these suggestions are just examples and ways that you can do that. So for pile 3, please, Spirit, what self-care is the best? What advice do we have for pile 3 at this time when it comes to self-care during this time of transformation for them? What self-care does pile 3 need to do? All right, so we picked 3 cards. Let's take a look. Make a meal, all right? So take some time to cook, all right? Some people love it and some people don't. I happen to love cooking. I like to pour a glass of wine and I like to stand around the kitchen and cook. Personally, for me, I enjoy doing that. But even if you're not used to it or you don't, I think this is something like, hey, give it a shot. All right, this is just something that you don't know. You can end up really enjoying it, and it could just be a time of relaxation, like I said, and peace. No pressure. Pour, a glass of wine, a cup of tea, and just go with it and see how it makes you feel. Right? We also have rest. So definitely, if you are feeling fatigued, as I said, the energies during this time from July 26th to August 12th can be very tough on those that are empaths, or if you are just highly sensitive to energy. So if you are very in tune with your energy and those around you, it can be a tough time. So if you're feeling fatigued, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling worn out and you don't even know why, just accept it and get some extra rest. All right. And then lastly, connect with the earth. All right. Ground yourself. Get out in Mother Earth. Get out in nature. Right. And if you can't do that, go to, if nature isn't as easy for you to get to, go to a park, anywhere where there's green, anywhere where there's grass, all right, or a dirt ground, and take your shoes off and just ground with Mother Earth and smell, taking a deep breath and smell that air. Pick up some rocks, pick up some stones, pick up some leaves, just ground with her energy to calm you. All right. So pile 3, I really hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope you liked it. Please let me know in the comments below if you like this type of reading. I know it's different than what I normally do, but I hope it did help. And I will see you again soon. Bye.